Hi, in this video we will talk about the Asia route in relation to Cambodia. The related question is how the SIA route benefits the stability of the state of Cambodia. The dependent variable is poverty reduction of SIA route in Cambodia, and we have two independent variables: commercial, commercial international internationalization, Cambodia to forgetting countries, and market power and size, China over Cambodia. Continue with the timeline. We have five relevant moments in the first in the year 2010, where the Ho Chi Minh City train project appears in the strategic development plan transportation in Cambodia. The Ministry of Public Works and Transport expected to allow some $500 million to the project. The second is the year 2015, where the Chinese company China State Construction proposed to authorities the construction of a high-speed line connecting to Ho Chi Minh City. Third, in 2017, Cambodia and Vietnam signed an MoU to carry out the project, but they did not give concrete steps for its development. Four, in the year 2018, both governments discovered the project due to excessive costs and began to negotiate the construction of a train link to Cambodia, whether to of buy it. And finally, in 2019, the rail line between Bangkok and Phnom Penh inaugurated, putting an end to 45 years of isolation but land between Thailand and Cambodia.
Okay, in independent variable poverty reduction concept or construct could boost world trade by up to 90.7%, and actors I have China, a Chinese driven agreement for the establishment of two compliant routes on land and one sea infrastructure route, and action insurance. A specific date cover most of Asian market. The main geographic focus remain Asia, simulates its industrial sectors. In concept or construct, expanding routes to the gas allows it develop its wasser more impoverished regions. Uh, in other actor, Cambodia sports skills worth 4 million annual. The goal is to export 25 millions in 5 years. Uh, in action, reduce poverty. It all started with a small contribution of 20 millions in dollars. Improve the Cambodia skill forum create in 20 in concept of construct in established sport and led poverty reduction in program is the objective, and concept of construct in poverty reduction and independent variable. The sport of skill enjoys a number advances. Its popularity in world fashion continues. In addition, it can be sold metal or in finished products. The last sector, Thailandia. Thailandia economy growth piked up speed, helped in part by improvement in domestic consumption and rewarding in agriculture production. In action, it's if it's success in this project and implements others planned in Thailand, Cambodia, and Vietnam could form a Pan-Asian network, the country with the rest of the Southeast Asia. Uh, independent independent variable in 2016, the government of the Thailand reject the construction of a high-speed train due to China interest rate of 2.5%. Concept on construct in China and Thailand have been negotiation for years on the possibility of building an artificial canal between the Dai province of Satun and Songika.
For this media analysis, the first 8 most relevant news of the search engine were taken as a reference, and it was observed how they transmit the information to the viewers. To know if the news were partial or impartial in some criteria, the following matrix was elaborated, where each news was categorized in order to evaluate its level of impartiality. Choose variables such as the language used, terminology, search for various sources of information, among others, were taken into account. For this scenario, it should be considered that China and Cambodia are two actors that are cooperating in economic areas, such as the case of the Silk Road mainly. So, most of the media are Asian with a similar bias between China and Cambodia. However, there is a great influence by China to be seen as an exemplary and supportive actor according to what the media narrative of these countries. As a conclusion, we say that there is an application of soft power by China as a hegemony over Cambodia since through economic influence. The latter is taking a similar behavior to the Asian giant in social, cultural, political, and economic